All right, so I guess we'll shift into the office. I'll start with Nikki. Finding an office location was actually a lot harder than you'd think, just like every other location we had.
Exactly.
But I remember we visited a lot, and it was expensive. So what did we come up with? What was your
Well,
experience?
I kept on telling you, ask your brother, ask your brother. He has an office. Maybe he'll say yes. It doesn't hurt to ask. You're like, no, I can't do that. I'm like, no, just ask him. So luckily you did.
Luckily, I
We
did.
got the best office space because it was all ours over the weekend. We had many rooms to be able to hang out in, shoot in. It was just perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, one should always ask. The worst you get is a no.
You don't ask, you don't get, right?
Exactly.
His office was actually a really cool place. It's like a really unique looking office, and it was huge, and we had a lot of space and cubicles. It was perfect, and the kitchen with like an amazing coffee maker too. That thing was decked out. But okay, so I'll go to Adrianna. We haven't spoken to her yet. Most of you know here, but a lot of people don't know that Adrianna is my wife, and I've never actually worked with her before. We never worked on anything before, and we always wanted to. And I wasn't really sure where she was going to fit in. We didn't know which episodes we were shooting and what part we were going to be at. And actually, it was Nikki who suggested her at first, before I had even decided.
Yeah, well, I had seen an audition of hers for another project Rob and I were working on. And we had put that aside to start shooting this. And I'm like, she'd be perfect. Use her. You guys can work together finally. But I'm curious for you, how was it working with your husband?
It was awesome. I was a little bit hesitant at first because you have that relationship, and I was worried, I care just that little bit more, when it's his opinion and it's his project that I'd been helping with, a lot behind the scenes, just supporting him and being there for him throughout, reading things over. And I was excited to be more involved in a more meaningful way. You kind of directed me whenever I had a monologue that I wanted to put on tape, which you probably saw, Nikki, or a piece for an audition. Obviously, Rob's the one I went to if I needed help with that. And I also don't like to watch myself on tape ever. So I would always be like, Rob, can you watch this and tell me if it's okay? Because I can't watch it. So in that way, we've kind of worked together, but this is the first official time.
And you were very familiar with this already.
You're supposed to say, I lowered myself to work with a hack.
Oh, no.
You, Ben, come on.
And the question to you, Rob.
Very different perspective from my end. I was very confident that she was going to be great. I had seen a lot of things that she had done. And in a lot of ways, it was good. She really understood the project. She was there when I was writing it. I mean, I was bouncing off ideas before it was a script. And I just treated her like any other cast member. I don't remember ever feeling like, we could kind of ignore the fact that she was my wife, and we just kind of worked together, and it wasn't a big deal. It just wasn't. And I was very happy with how everything came out. So from my perspective, it was probably a bit easier, I guess, in that way.
Did you give her a lust potion?
Yeah, well, years ago.
It's a true story.
Yeah, but now you told her we got problems now.